I'm Mrs. K. I'm the art teacher, and I teach middle school and high school art.
What motivates you every day?
The kids motivate me to come here every day. I love teaching art. I love having that aha moment when people finally, they get it. But really my favorite thing about teaching art is having the students that didn't know that they could do what they're doing. That discovery is just one of the best things that I get to see here.
What accomplishments are you most proud of?
My accomplishments, I think the accomplishments I'm most proud of are things like, graduating from high school and college, because that takes a vision and faith in yourself to get that done. I'm really super proud of just being able to be here and work here for as long as I have. I don't think that I envisioned that very clearly when I was a younger person. A personal accomplishment that I'm really proud of is losing 100 pounds, because that's one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. And the other one is my kids.
How would you describe yourself?
I would describe myself, my personality, as being like an extroverted introvert, because for this job I have to be an extrovert and work with people all the time and be in constant conversation. And that's not always an easy thing to do, especially when I am not at school. And this is where the introvert part comes in. I'm an introvert more out there socially when I'm with my own peers and out there in public. And I think part of that is just using up a lot of my resources when I'm here at this job.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years as being retired, possibly. Hopefully making some more art on my own and just enjoying, things out there in the world and culture.
How do you handle stress and pressure?
Stress can really get to me, but one of the ways I found to handle stress is just going outside. I've come to love hiking, and gardening and being outside has been really helpful. It just gives me a way to focus on something else. Another thing is travel. Being able to be someplace else so you can take your mind completely off of things. Talking it out is another thing that I use.
What are your pet peeves?
My pet peeves have to do with lack of courtesy on the part of others, whether that's, when I'm driving or like here at school. There's sometimes a lack of courtesy among, peer-to-peer and students to teachers and that kind of thing.
If you had $1 million but you couldn't spend it on yourself, what would you do with the money?
If I had $1 million that I could spend except on myself, I think that I would try to help people become educated. So whether that's like setting up a different school scenario, I have this idea of doing art with people outside of school because the opportunity isn't always here for them. That would be an interesting way to spend it, but also just setting up scholarship possibly, or other kinds of educational opportunities like going to Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp. That would be kind of a great opportunity for people.